But we're going to stick with Decision 2024 and a plan to reshape voting in Arizona. It's back in front of a judge this morning. Prop 140. It's turned into a controversial plan that would create nonpartisan primaries in Arizona. So in other words, every candidate, regardless of party affiliation, would appear on just one ballot.
So this morning, 12 News journalist Justin Pizzera is joining us live outside of our state capitol. Justin, you have been following this story for us, and today's hearing is really focusing on those signatures used to get that to the ballot in the very first place.
Yeah, good morning, Emily. So there's a lot of concentration right now on about 409,000 signatures that have already been certified by the Secretary of State. Those signatures basically allowed Prop 140 to move forward and appear on the ballot. The issue right now is a group has come forward and they're challenging about 40,000 of those signatures, saying, you know what? They're not valid. They shouldn't count. Therefore, Prop 140 should not be voted on coming this November. So I talked with the Arizona Free Enterprise Club, and they support this legal challenge and believe that there are about 250 people who signed 5 or more times. They believe one person actually signed 15 times. They call the plan a sprawling plan that puts in place a California-style election scheme. That's what they're referring to it as. But I also talked to the supporters of Prop 140, and they say the Secretary of State's office already followed the proper evaluation of those signatures, and they say going outside of those parameters is actually illegal. Now, one reason supporters of Prop 140 believe that there is still such a fight over this, there is so much back and forth, they say that an open primary evens the playing field for these candidates. It can make it a lot harder for them to be elected because they suddenly have to appeal to the broader audience.
In a primary, less than 30% of voters, maybe 35% of voters show up. In a general, about 80% of the electorate shows up. And so we want everybody to compete in front of the biggest part of the electorate. So we think that will create an incentive for candidates to talk to more of the electorate, to be represented by more of the electorate.
So in court today, both sides are expected to call expert witnesses, and really they're going to be doing a lot of arguing about math and this formula that's used to verify these signatures. It is possible that the judge could make a decision today or sometime later this week. But Allison and Emily, another issue, it's a very complicated case here, is that actually Prop 140 is going to appear on the ballot. The ballots have already started to print, and so another issue that they're facing is if the judge says no, this cannot move forward, these signatures are not valid, Prop 140 is still printed on the ballot. Now there's the issue, do you count those votes? Do you not count those votes? So there's just a lot of issues to be worked out with this proposition, but the first one right now is the signatures. That's going to be tackled today in court. Allison and Emily.
Yeah, and so many eyes on our elections, of course, in the last few years. Justin, thank you for helping us make sense of it all.